Hello everyone, Will here. I'm back. I'm really back. And as you can see, I've got a Tears of the Kingdom video for you today. And now if you've played this game's predecessor, Breath of the Wild, you knew that that game had a pretty limited array of modes of transport. And what this game, Tears of the Kingdom, does, it really opens it up. Well, lets you do a lot more with the Zonai devices you get. And what I've been doing for the past few days is experimenting with flying machines. And I've put together what I think is, for the surface, and with a slight modification, the depths as well, the best flying machine all around. It's a good median between using a lot of devices to get a lot of distance, but also not too many so that you drain your batteries immediately. And so, right now I'm going to show you. First, you obviously start with the wing and steering stick. Just put it on the center, pretty simple. And then next, we're going to get a cart and attach that to the bottom. Now, I know the cart is quite a bit of extra weight, but, oh, excuse me, that is crooked. Let's retry that. But as I was saying, without the cart, you're not getting off the ground. Granted, in the sky, there are locations such as, there's like one on the Great Sky Island, as well as the head on the Thunderhead Isles, that there's these tracks that you can ride the wing off of without the use of a cart. But those don't exist on the surface or depths. So that's why we have to put a cart on the bottom of the wing. And now for the engine formation. And yes, I'm calling them engines because I'm not using single fans. I use them in pairs. So, if you're replicating, just go ahead and take the top fan off and just put it on the bottom. Like, well, I guess on the front of the bottom. Then, you're going to take one, tilt it to the side because it's easier to put it on the way I'm going to show you than going straight. So, as you can see, now that it's attached, the back fan is where it would normally be, but the front fan, the one I'm up against right now, that is like, now that I'm on the control stick, you can see it's kind of brushing the spring on the shield. And that's actually what we want. We want a lot of the weight to be in the center, because then this thing's going to be easier to steer and control in the air. And that's especially important if you're in the depths, because there's a lot of obstacles you could potentially hit. Now next, you're going to take the left and right engines and put their back engine on the side of the front engine. Oh my gosh. They're not... I'm already misusing my own terminology. What I meant was, when I say engine, I mean the pair of fans. But what, obviously, I've been using it as a collective term. But yes, now you can see it's like a Y shape almost, if you're looking at it from the top, almost. And then yeah, since they're all so close to the control stick, it's kind of like a cockpit. And now, if you're in the depths, you might add a light here or here, and I'm not going to for the sake of the demonstration, but those two spots are also great for like a battery or big battery if you don't want to use up your Zonai batteries. And now, I promise I'm almost done yapping. We're going to line our plane up with this shrine. I believe it's called Geosin. And then, yes, this is the Geosin. We're just about parallel with it, and there are a few markers we can aim for. If we really want to go for like a turn, the bottomless pond is good. If we're really pushing for distance, this section of Lake Colombo is good. But the main markers are the 10-10 Shrine and the Hyrule Field Tower. The tower is more for if you climb and gain altitude and then glide down, because as you can see there's a little monster camp that you can glide into, and then this 10-10 Shrine is just pure distance. If you do it right, you can actually land on this little rocky area. And now, I'm done yapping. This design does drain your battery quite a bit. However, you get quite a lot of distance. And yeah, it took you, as you can see, it took off very fast, and I'm not really steering it other than tilting it up, but it handles very smoothly. Like, if I could just go turn for the tower, but I'm actually going to demonstrate that because it's well balanced, despite me being out of Zonai battery, I can actually glide this thing rather well. And that's why I like this design so much, is because, yeah. Oh yeah, there's the biggest issue. As soon as the batteries recharge, the wing starts going. So then I just kind of go for altitude and hope it works. Most of the time it doesn't really amount to anything substantial. But yes, now you have an idea of just, that was, oh dang, we passed the shrine. But I suppose like that extra little endeavor doesn't count because I had to recharge. But yeah, like it glided a fair distance along this road. And yeah. Now granted, it's very, I kind of sugarcoated it, but it does drain your batteries quite a bit. However, I'm gonna show you again, and this time I'm gonna stay low to the ground so there's reference points for you guys to see, but it moves pretty quick. Oh, and yeah, the nice thing is when it breaks, it's usually all close enough that you can grit everything back together with the addition of a wing. Now, hang on, I need the central engine, or central fan. This whole thing is an engine. Let's see here. This bit is the trickiest, because, what if I know I can't use it right like that. Now the problem is it's tilting, so it's a little hard to get it balanced. Perhaps. Oh yeah, I was actually in the video where it's just like 12 minutes of me running away from enemies. I was trying to find a flat surface to like, for an adequate building area, so I didn't have to deal with stuff like this. That's what I was doing, but obviously enemies didn't really want that happening. So yeah, and just look, brother, this is quick, and it's also so smooth. Like, brother, there's no like counter correcting. It's just really easy to move. And when I tilt it up, it doesn't immediately careen forward. It just sort of evens out. Oh, hey, there's a shrine nearby. Not that I care. Oh, and another thing, I'm actually gonna... You'll see what I'm going into the water here. You can probably guess, based on the way I've landed in the water, but this thing can indeed take off out of water. And that is actually going to be it for today's video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Sorry if it's a little kind of off. I have not been able to record for quite some time. If you're subscribed, you'll know. Not trying to force anyone. I know the goal of 10,000 subs in 1 year is a little ridiculous, and it's not looking likely, but although I am considering pushing it a month, because obviously I was away for one. But yeah, I'm not forcing anyone. But I'll hopefully see you here next week, where I'm gonna show you guys another machine, but this time it'll be to take out all these guys while you don't have to do a thing. I'll see you then.